Let's bring in our house epidemiologist. He is from the University of Ottawa, Raywat Deonandan. Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
You hear Dr. Fauci speaking to our Global News colleagues in Washington. You're hearing that Manitoba reporting just 9 cases today. It's a good thing that Dr. Fauci agrees that the borders should remain closed, is it not?
It is, and I'm kind of surprised. But, yeah, I think all the right-thinking people who are on top of the data see it the same way, and that is why mess up a otherwise positive trend toward better control. That border should remain closed until we have a vaccine.
And your reaction to seeing the numbers today from Manitoba, I know you've been watching what's been happening for us here in Manitoba. Today was a bit of a bright spot.
It is, and congratulations to all of Manitoba, because that's the way we want to see it. We want to see single digits or less, or 0 even. So that's the way it should be. Now, let's hope it stays that way. A long weekend is coming up, and I anticipate across the country people will be acting a little more social than they need to be, and so probably a little more transmission than we expect. And when we come back from a long weekend, usually there's a delay in getting the test results back, so we'll see low numbers still until the long weekend experiences manifest in the data stream. But congratulations, Manitoba. Keep up the good work.
Now, Raywat, in Quebec today, they unveiled a list of nearly 50 educational institutions that have had at least one COVID-19 case in the past week. Schools include a preschool, elementary, secondary, adult career center reporting 1 or more infections between August 26th and September 3rd. 18 of those institutions reporting a COVID-19 case on Thursday alone. I gather based on that, we're going to have to get used to that here in Manitoba, or is Quebec very different from Manitoba?
Honestly, that rate is higher than I thought it would be. I've been saying for a while we should expect to see school cases, but that many is a little shocking to me. And I expect in Manitoba it'll be much less. Remember, the more we deploy public health measures in the schools, like distancing and mask wearing, the less likely a few cases will become outbreaks. So I expect that in the rest of the country we'll have a better outcome. Quebec has been a little more, shall we say, free with their school opening plans, so they're paying the price of that now.
What can you say to parents, though, that even though we say we're going to expect cases, don't panic, saying it and not panicking are two different things, Raywat. So I guess how can you reinforce that for parents? You're a parent now.
Yeah, I get it. I 100% get it. I talk to people every single day about this. One way of looking at it is the distinction between population risk and individual risk. Individual risk has always been low with this disease. One way of looking at it is to take the number of active cases in the province where you live. I think in Manitoba, that's like a few hundred active cases. Multiply that by 10 to get the actual number of cases walking around, and divide that by the population of the province, which is like 1 million. That's your probability of actually encountering someone with the disease. And if you throw on a mask, your probability of getting the disease from that person becomes vanishingly small. This has never been about individual risk. It's about when this is scaled up to thousands of schools and hundreds of thousands of children, someone's going to get it, and someone is likely to die of it. So it's a hard line to walk between the two, but that's the way population health scientists think about this. This has always been about protecting the community, but individually we are safe. It's kind of like someone's going to win the lottery, but it probably won't be me or you. But we ought to, but someone will. So that's the kind of. Having said that, we put in place all of the requirements and behaviors such that when that one case does arise, it doesn't become an explosion of cases that will threaten someone's life. And so far, it hasn't for the most part in Manitoba.
Well, thanks, Raywat Deonandan. In spite of what you said, I will be checking my lottery tickets this weekend. Thanks. We always appreciate your insight.
Thank you.
It's 6:11.